Coming to you live from the Rinks and Hop Hogs side of tonight's matchup at the freshman level between Sachem and ES in the 7-5-1 Sachem taking on 10-4 ESM. And a very important, they currently sit in 9th place, 7-5-1 country with an in the freshman division. 5th place are ESM with a 10-4 record, 20 points. They can potentially, at least they'll be even with them in terms of points with an extra game played with a win tonight. For Sachem, who last week they had a very depleted roster, ended up being first. The two teams have in store for us in this one. It's Network, Ryan Branigan. And I will be back for Puck Drop, where I'll take a look at the after this. Don't go anywhere on LI Sports Network. Welcome back to the Rinks and Hop Hog as we're set and underway in this one. And Beckman has it for ESM, who won the draw. And now Jablonski carrying it over the blue line, hitting Beckman in stride. Beckman cruising into the zone. Checked there by Jack Mitchell. Played back up top. Jablonski right along the line. Wrist shot. And it's stopped by the Sachem netminder. In between the pipes tonight is Ryan Bello. And on the other side of the rink, number 30, Austin Pagano. She represented ESM in net at the All-Star game along with many other ESM Sharks, including Beckman, who has it now. And Jack Mitchell was there as well as he tries to spin away from trouble, but it's taken back the other way by ESM. But Adventure scores! 1-0 Sharks early, first period. It's an innocent enough looking play to start. Turnover in the neutral zone. And making no mistake, Bonaventure. 1-0 ESM. And for number 13, Gianni Bonaventure is 7th goal of the year from Fritzen. 1-0 Sharks. Here's Daniel Brown into the zone. Centering feed, sticked away by Bello. Now back on stick of Sachem, shrugging off a check there as Cole Calver comes out in front. And a good stop made by Bello. ESM continue to press, goes down low. Too far for Iverzaj, played away from him and out the other way. Still trying to get it over. The stick there is Feely, Sean Feely. Now here's Iverzaj. And there's an aggressive 0-0 for Patrick Loeb. Now Feely. Nice move, Feely, but it just gets ahead of him. Passes out in front, nobody home. Comes to the near side. Played out for Daniel Brown. Loeb gets over there. It's by him. Pass comes over to the other side. Sent right back around. Loose puck. Loeb chips it in deep and goes after it for Sachem. Puts it out in front. A save made in the butterfly by Pagano. Now here's Shupp. Everett Shupp knocked off the stick by Mitchell. Leonard playing it back to Beckman to settle things down for ESM. They have the early 1-0 lead against Sachem. Jack Mitchell, the captain of the Sachem team, pushed it up ahead. It's taken back by Beckman and ESM. We're 3 minutes into the first period. Early goal right around the 1 minute mark, scored by Bonaventure. There's Loeb. Cutting in, takes a hit from Beckman. And then shrugging off Mitchell is Schupp, 2-on-2 over the blue. Shot from Leonard goes wide. Schupp, a sharp angle try off the side of the net, off the Kareem, off the boards. Settled down and sent up the ice by Jack Bryan. And Bryan will poke it into the neutral zone. That's where it's taken back by Beckman, who survives a check from Loeb. Bonaventure back to get it for the Sharks. Bonaventure pushing it ahead, taken back by Sachem. The silver and gold wearing their dark silver jerseys, reminiscent of the Vegas Golden Knights colors. Intercepted in the neutral zone by Wellman. And Zach Wellman, who his friends call him Max, puts it up into the zone, take it back out by ESM. Here comes Jablonski, tries to drag a shot through. It's blocked by Cruz. Rebound thrown wide of the net by number 19, Maniaci. And now sent out of the zone by Sachem. Now back for Maniaci. His centering feed for Fritzen. Gets taken away by Wellman and poked out of the zone. That's where McGovern comes over to recoup for ESM. McGovern pushes it into the zone. Kicked away by Wellman. Now Keenan. And now Wellman plays it to the line, not out, held in by Gray. Nice move. Gray cutting in. Has it taken away. Nice move and a play made by Gregory Mast. And now here's Wellman for Sachem. Long shot wide of Pagano. Mast in behind the net to Wellman. Wellman out in front. A rip and a save by Pagano in the net. Comes off its position. And we'll get a whistle. See if we get a look at that shot off the stick of Ilg. And there's Pagano getting just a little piece of it with the blocker. Big stop for the ESM netminder. Face off to the left of Austin Pagano. One back to the point, deflects, and a save made by Pagano, and she'll hold. Fritzen, who picked up the assist. We'll get back to that in a sec. Face-off controlled and cleared by the Sharks. Only as far as Cole Calverer. And here is Mitchell playing it across, comes back to the near side to Ilg. Ilg for Feely on the far corner. Feely trying to go back around to Ilg. Comes to the near boards. We had a fantastic developmental game to start us off for the evening between Longwood and Connecticut-Sayville. See what this game can do as a follow-up. Held in at the blue line, Cole Calver. And Bonaventure, who opened the scoring for ESM, chips it out. Now Iverzaj spinning it into the zone. Calver cuts it off. And we'll flip it across to Jack Mitchell, who flips it out into the neutral zone. There's Jablonski stepping up on it. ESM are offside. Puck going all the way down. No icing. Beckman to play it for the Sharks. Leaves it behind the net for Jablonski. Jablonski through center. Into the zone with speed. Cutting in. Knocked off his stick. And now Loeb takes over. Comes out to Beckman. Plays it for Daniel Brown. Brown challenged by Loeb, coming in, now Schupp. Schupp trying to get around the defender there, and that defender was Vinny Donahue. Comes back up top for Beckman. Beckman, wrist shot through traffic, knocked down and covered, and held by Bello. Face-off coming, going to be taken by Keenan. Sent up the boards by Krush, not out, held in by Beckman. Keenan back on it, tries to play it around. Here's Carly, and Carly will pitchfork it ahead and out of the zone. Spun back by Jablonski to Shupp, and Shupp will smack it off the glass, and it'll ride the stanchion and around to the near side. Good collision, defensive play by Sachem. Krush comes out with it, but loses possession. ESM trying to flip out. Bryan holds in. And now a fan clear attempt. Bryan the shot. And a left pad save by Pagano. Back down to the front of the net. Sachem threatening. They score as the net comes off. Sachem tied at 1. That puck going over the stick, that was critical. Plenty of time to tee up the shot. A desperate Austin Pagano nearly got the glove on it. But it's buried up high. A goal scored by Sachem, and I believe it was Jack Bryan down there, number 23. I'll get exact confirmation in a second. Oh, let's see, they're talking things over now. And I think the goal's coming off the board, ladies and gentlemen. It's off the board, no goal. They're gonna say the net was off and that maybe the official intended to stop play before the goal went in. And that's a tough break for Sachem. Sachem's bench echoing the fan sentiment of utter confusion. But we'll play on, no goal. Our opinion, obviously, and the opinion of the fans, it doesn't matter. The officials have the word and they say no goal. I imagine that it has to be because of the intent to blow the whistle before the puck crossed the line as the net came off. So a good break for ESM, a bad break for Sachem. See if it ends up becoming consequential. Here's Gray flying up the ice to Daniel Brown, throwing one toward the goal where it's covered and stopped by Bello. So wipe it off. We'll see how Sachem can try to respond to the tough break. Face off in their defensive zone. St. Clair to take it for ESM. It's won back by Ilp. But ESM take control. St. Clair the shot blocked by Mitchell, who will spin it out of the zone. Trying to send it right back is Beckman. And now Jablonski. Outlets on the far wing. ESM cut in, cross ice pass, hoping for Maniaci, broken up by Jack Mitchell, who gets it over to Feely. Nice move, Feely. Now Ilg. And Ilg hits the red line and fires in. So 1-0 is your score. ESM still ahead by 1. Beckman with Courtney McIntyre forechecking. Comes back around to the near side. Loeb goes down. Maniaci initiating the contact. Jablonski has it taken away by McIntyre. And now Loeb has the puck, chips it around the board. St. Clair and Pergolizzi over there. And now ESM come away with it. Good pass ahead for Beckman. What a move, Beckman! Shoots, and a great glove save made by Bello. On a great rush up the ice from Beckman, and here's Mitchell, who says, whatever you can do, I can do better. Beckman, not quite as he goes to the ground, but still has possession. Centering feed, hoping for McIntyre, hopped over his stick. And back come ESM. Here's Jablonski. Into the zone. Jablonski across, and it's unable to be gathered in by Fritzen, who poked the stick out, hoping it would hit it. And now Sachem carrying offside. And he'll get a stoppage with 4:43 to go. 4:43 to go in the first period. 1-0 ESM. Sent in by Gandolfo. He got it over to Bryan. Bryan chipping it in further, but right onto the stick of McGovern. McGovern to Leonard at the line, thwarted by Keenan. Bryan lost it. Bonaventure has the game's only goal. Sending it back. Leonard and Wellman coming together. Wellman will race back to get possession. And Zach Max Wellman shoves it into the zone. Wellman takes it back, backhands it on goal. It's stopped by Pagano. With 3:49 to go in the first. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. You like what you're listening to? You like what we do here at LI Sports Network? Do us a favor, hit the like button. Maybe hit subscribe if you really like it. And check us out on social media at LI Sports Network, where you'll find tons of great things, including last night's best. Top 5 goals and saves of the week, brought to you by BP Brandon Perone, as well as so much more at LI Sports Network. Here is Carly at the point, sending it down the glass, around to be played on further by Ilg. Stopped on the near side. Ilg back on it. Great space for himself before he gets it back for Cruz for the wrist shot. Save made Pagano. Rebound cleared out of harm's way. Back on for Cruz. And another glove save made by Pagano. She looks dialed in tonight. Between the pipes for ESM. Ilg to take the draw. He'll take it from Sinclair, who's flanked by Daniel Brown. Brown races in to try to make a play on the puck. And instead it's brought back by Jablonski, who reverses around to Daniel Brown. Brown, cross ice pass, hoping for Beckman. Beckman will get there before the icing would have been called. Beckman's pass, though, misfires, and all the way out it goes. Jablonski. Fascinating size difference between Jablonski and Mast. But that doesn't stop Mast from keeping up with Jablonski. And now Mast will try to poke it around Beckman. And it's banked back along by St. Clair. Krusch try to go near side. It's gathered in by Beckman. He plays it up the near boards for Iverzaj. Past him, Krusch. Backhands it up for Loeb. Here comes Loeb with Minikazi. And a shot denied by Pagano. 2:11 left here in the first period. Still 1-0 ESM. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. Ryan Brownigan here with cameraman Rowan Laddick. Or I should say camera woman. My apologies, Rowan. Poked up the boards and centering feed for Maniaci. Good play by Fritzen. In the far corner is Minikazi. Unable to get it out. Good keeping by Gray. And now a cross ice pass connecting to Loeb. Nice move, Loeb. Get around McGovern, but Loeb checked from behind by Bonaventure. Much more defensive game than the first time these two played, an 8-7 final. Just the one goal for ESM. Here's Bonaventure with Maniaci. Bonaventure cuts in, shoots, and a save made by Bello. Bonaventure looking for his second of the night. Ten points now on the season for Bonaventure. And Fritzen, who picked up the assist, his 5th point of the season. Faceoff comes right on to Bello, who will stick it to the far side of the ice, where it's taken back over by Gandolfo. Backhands in. Gandolfo trying to get around Gray. The two battle in the far corner. Played back around, hoping for Bryan. Bryan battling McGovern, turnover, went off the side of the net. Huge opportunity for Gandolfo. He just missed. Schupp, it was from a sharp angle. Trying to get around Wellman. Wellman takes it away from Schupp. Good pass ahead to Bryan. 2-on-2 developing over the blue line. Bryan gets around McGovern, but unable to get back to the puck with 35 seconds to go in the period. Bryan behind the net. Banks back to the point and unable to hold in is Keenan. Keenan across for Donahue. For Gandolfo off the boards. Gandolfo checked, slides it down the boards. Bryan forechecking. Loose puck picked up by Donahue. Wrist shot toward the net in traffic, knocked down by Gray. And Gray will skate it out from in front of the net, into the neutral zone and into the offensive zone. Gray toward the net, stopped by Bello. And Bello covers with 2.2 seconds left in the first period. There, we put a little 2-up on the board. And again, not much separate, as I mentioned. This is a 9th place Sachem team and a 4th place, I believe, ESM squad. Actually, I don't know if that's correct. I mean, I'll double check it right now as we reach the end of the first period. This is a 5th place ESM 10-4 team and a 9th place 7-5-1 Sachem squad going at it. Huge game as the season draws to a close. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LA Sports Network. Brian Brownigan, and I'll be back for the second period. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Rinks and Hop Hogs side of tonight's freshman level matchup between ESM and Sachem, as AC/DC's Thunderstruck thunders through the Hop Hog Rinks. We're set for the second period. As you saw in the little recap, 1-0 in the first minute. A goal scored by St. Clair, assisted by Fritzen. Gave ESM the 1-0 lead. Some great saves from both goaltenders thereafter. And the unfortunate break of a goal getting disallowed that would have tied the game for Sachem. That's where we stand, 1-0. Daniel Brown. Nice little pass ahead for St. Clair. St. Clair moves in, drops it back for Jablonski. Jablonski, wrist shot, left pad save made by Bello. Captain Jack Mitchell. Lost it there. Now here comes Daniel Brown. Brings it around, flips it back to Jablonski. The right shot, playing the left point, gets it over to Beckman, a drive and a save made by Bello. And now covered by the Sachem netminder. 14:07 to go, first period. Season drawing to a close. Following this game, Sachem still have plenty of hockey left to be played. 6 more games. As streaking down the left side here is Brian. Brian in the corner, trying to play it on further. Centering feed broken up, and out come ESM. Beckman, nice move, Beckman. Another move, Beckman, shoots and scores! Highlight reel goal for Beckman, makes it 2-0 ESM. Look at that, whoop, gets around one, whoop, I'll go around you too. Krush just left to watch as Beckman buries the second goal of the game for ESM. Incredible stuff from the ESM All-Star. Here they come looking for more. It's Bonaventure. Sent up the far wall. Comes out and stick a shot. Oh, rifles went on goal and a save made by Bello. I was mentioning plenty of games remaining for Sachem. As for ESM, they too have a number of games left to go. One less than Sachem. Their next one against Pat Med. We're fighting to stay. Or pardon me, that's the JV team. We're fighting to stay in the playoff picture. Pat Med freshman team. Bit of a different story. They find themselves in 14th place. Chip back in by the Sharks, rolls around to the near side. Getting over to it is Donahue. Kept in by Bonaventure. Bonaventure, nice move. Backhands one out and in front. It's still available. Now Gray jumps on it. Gray behind the net. Pops out the other side. Circling away from Wellman. Centering feed in the skates of Loeb and rescued by Wellman. Zach Max Mel Wellman, joined by McIntyre. Now Shupp takes it back for ESM. Nice move to the front of the net. And now Gray fanned on that one. McIntyre can skate free, and she will into the zone. McIntyre, wrist shot, glove save made by Pagano. With 12 minutes, I should say, and 17 seconds to go in the second period. 2-0 ESM. That goal scored by Beckman, his 14th of the campaign. Gives ESM the multi-goal lead. Ilg wins it back, held in at the line by Mitchell. Gets it over to Feely, moves in, shoots, blocker save. Pagano, rebound, still available, backhanded out, Ilg, it's still not in, and now it is! They hammer away at it, and Sachem break through to make it 2-1. Talk about not giving up on the play. Ilg fires it on through, and then it's hack and whack time, and got through somehow. 2-1 is your score. I'll see what officially who the goal is awarded to. That's Sachem. Cut the ESM lead to 1. And now are caught offside. And it's given to Ilg. And for Ilg, that is goal number 3 on the season for Joseph Ilg. Jablonski sends it around. There's Feely. Bonaventure there as well, and moving out with it now is Daniel Brown. Poked away by Calber. Nice defensive play made by him. ESM reset in the neutral zone. Jablonski brings it in. Shot toward the net, blocked by Calber. Rebound gathered in by Jablonski, and a save made with the blocker by Bello. Ilg flings it to Feely. Brings it in over the line, battling a stick check from Bonaventure. Brown trying to poke it past Mitchell. Mitchell stride for stride with Brown, will take it back. Pokes it up the near side. Bonaventure takes over. Now Jablonski returns it to Bonaventure. And back to Jablonski. And back to Bonaventure. Down low. Try to get that one to Iverzaj, and it's skated free by Mitchell. In comes Jack Mitchell to the forehand, knocked off his stick by Beckman. And now Beckman takes it back. Gets around one, now sends it over to Brown on the near side. Brown on his backhand, puts one out in front for Beckman, and a great save made by Bello. Jablonski keeps it alive. Tries to get it to Daniel Brown, and Sachem take it back. Calber brings it in over the line. He's held up by Jablonski. He gives Jablonski a shove. Officials letting them play. Shove. Back to Jablonski. Nice move, Jablonski. But a nice recovery made by O'Connor. Back out in front. It's blocked by Calber. St. Clair had a good look at it. St. Clair, I should say, not Sin, Saint. Here's Bryan. Nice pass. Cutting in O'Connor. He's had his stick lifted by Jablonski. Back down low, here's Gandolfo. Spinning and shooting. It went off the side of the net. Gray trying to play it out of harm's way. Around into some open space where it's carried out and brought up the ice by Jablonski. Puts it right on the stick of Brown. Brown tries to return it to Jablonski, backhanding it out in front, and an excellent poke check by Bello. Breaks up the chance, and now Bello will slow things down and glove it and hold it. With 9:05 to go in the second. Sachem have brought it back to within one. It's 2-1. Loeb to take the draw from Bonaventure. Bonaventure opened the scoring. One by Bonaventure. A governed shot blocked by Krush. Daniel Brown gets over there. Krush battling Brown. Spins it around the boards. Gray will get there first to keep in. Keenan had his sights set on making a quick break out the other way. Instead, it's McGovern on the other side, flipping one behind the net. For Shupp to spin back on, save, rebound save made by Bello. Ryan Bello making some big time stops. Keeping it a 1-goal game for Sachem to get back into. And I'm sure ESM would love to restore that 2-goal edge. Face off to the right of the Sachem netminder. Flipped up the boards after a face-off win by the Silver and Gold. Ilg, who has the 1 goal for Sachem. Nice little pass ahead. Coming in with speed, Gandolfo. Try to get it back to Ilg. It's broken up and taken back the other way by Gray. Sends a pass off the boards to Shupp. Getting back to make a play on a Donahue. Donahue fighting with Shupp. Trying to get the puck. Now Ilg sends it around McGovern to cut off. Ilg back on it. Nice little play in a tight space by Ilg. Sends it up the far boards. Trying to get there first was Mast. And it spun back to Wellman. Wellman playing it on for Feely. Feely, good move at the line. Moves in. Feely takes a shot wide. First shot toward Pagano in quite some time for the Silver and Gold. Ilg sends it around to Feely. Feely trying to get it quickly out in front to Mast, who was alone in front for the moment. They still chop away at it, and Gray to the line, not out. Held in by Keenan. Wellman, rather, and now it's fired hard off the glass and all the way down. That'll be an icing against ESM. With 7:14 to go in the second. Face off to the right of Pagano. Stepping in to take the draw for Sachem is O'Connor. And St. Clair for ESM. St. Clair wins it back. Jablonski backhands it around. Slowed down and skated up further now by Fritzen. Fritzen challenged by Gandolfo. Gandolfo will take it back for Sachem. Gandolfo over the red line, into the zone, chips in. Played off the glass. And sent ahead by Jablonski. Jablonski, nice move toward the net, and it's sticked away by Bello. Calberer pokes it now for Jack Mitchell, off the boards to himself. Trying to backhand one up the ice. Pushed ahead by Bryan. And a good job to get it up the ice by Jablonski. Taken back, though, by Jack Mitchell. Flipping one, hoping for Gandolfo. It's cut off by Jablonski. And now O'Connor takes it back for the silver and gold. He'll bring it in over the line, take a wrist shot. It goes off of Beckman, behind the net. Getting there first and getting ridden to the boards. For Sachem there was Gandolfo. Beckman back on it. Laying it away from Gandolfo, goes around back for Beckman. Beckman takes a hit from Bryan. Bryan, good play. Gets it over to Gandolfo. Can't get one toward the net. Held in by Mitchell. Mitchell, and there's a penalty. First one of the game. And it's gonna go against ESM, and it's gonna go against Beckman, I believe. I'll see what the call is. My guess is interference. It's the first penalty for either team thus far, and it's been a very clean, very tightly contested, tight checking, back and forth game. And Beckman off for tripping. First power play of the game for Sachem, and the draw comes back to center. Banked off the near wall by Mitchell, sent ahead by Feely. He was over the red line, so no threat of icing. Ilg hustling on in. Now Mast trying to fight his way back to the puck. Mitchell flips one from the point across to Feely. Couldn't bring it in to get it on goal. Feely looking to bank it off of Pagano, and she alertly covers up. .504 to go in the second period. A minute 29 left on the minor penalty to Beckman for tripping. Face-off won by the silver and gold. Back to Mitchell, sends it across Calberer. Calberer looking over his options, sends back to Mitchell. Mitchell cuts in, nice move, takes the shot, just missed it wide. Feely back on it, up for Calberer. Across Mitchell, one-time pass to Mast, back to Mitchell. Slap shot through traffic, deflects over the net. Back now, Calberer to Feely. Feely with 56 seconds to go on the power play for Sachem. Up for Calberer. Long shot, glove save, and a beauty by Austin Pagano. Wow, what a stop. It's a great shot here from Calberer. He's gonna get the pass. They go high to low, or low to high. And this wrist shot is deceptive. It looks like it's gonna go to the blocker side. Instead, shot around the defender to the glove side, and an excellent save made by Pagano. Face-off won by Sachem. They have looked dangerous on this power play. Nothing yet to show for it. Down by 1. Gandolfo to the net, and another great save by Pagano. Krush on the far boards, battling Iverzaj. Iverzaj with a huge defensive play to take it away from Krush and clear it the length of the ice. 24 seconds left on the Manor to Beckman. Krush, pass ahead to Flex by St. Clair. Now Bryan, lead pass to Flex in. Gandolfo trying to play it to O'Connor. They're circling the puck, and now O'Connor gets there. Gandolfo down low as the penalty expires. O'Connor save made. Pagano, my goodness. Here it is again. See O'Connor call for it. Great job to get it to him, and a great glove save. Gandolfo with the pass, and the fabulous shot from Gandolfo would not go. Austin Pagano said no. Face-off won forward by Loeb. McGovern turns it over. Loeb shot. Right pad save, Pagano. Minikazi forechecking as well. Carly holds in on the far blue. Sachem, despite it now being 5-on-5, continue to put pressure on. But here's a turnover. Here comes Beckman. So dangerous is Kevin Beckman. Pass across. Too far for Iverzaj. Iverzaj has it taken away and then slipping, I believe, on the puck there was Loeb. Back across St. Clair. Shot to Flex up and over. Went off the stick, I believe, of Loeb. Comes up the far boards, held in by McGovern. One-time shot and a good save made by Bello as he denied Everett Schupp. St. Clair battling on the near boards. Comes away with it now. Poked off his stick by Loeb. Now onto the stick and a good save made by Bello on Iverzaj. Loeb takes it behind the net. Pass gets blocked by Schupp. One more time for Loeb to get it out. He will, but it comes right onto the stick of Beckman. 2:15 to go, second period. 2-1. ESM, the 1-goal edge over Sachem. Played up the far blue line. Minikazi can't get it out. Minikazi will try it again, and now it gets out of the zone. Minikazi goes down. I think that's going to be a penalty against ESM. And the official signals interference. And they're going to get Landon Iverzaj for interference. Sachem, who looked great on the power play, just nothing to show for it, will go back to the power play for the second time tonight. And Pagano was far and away the best penalty killer on that first Sachem chance on the power play. We'll see what she can do. Of course, the goaltender relied upon to usually be the best penalty killer. Puck rolls around to the near side where it's fired the length of the ice by Fritzen. Wellman with just about as much time left on the power play as there is remaining in the second period. Pass misfires, and Gray will send it right back down the length of the ice. This power play has not really gotten going yet for Sachem. Pass ahead, that does not connect as Masters trying to get it to Ilg, and right back down it goes. Here's Feely. Feely chips it into the zone, right on the stick of Gray and right out of the zone. Wellman for Donahue. Up ahead for Ilg, and Ilg will wrap it into the zone. Mast and Gray coming together on the far corner. Gray slips it around, and ESM take control and clear it out. Donahue and Fritzen. And Fritzen will backhand in. Wellman with 30 seconds to go in the period in power play. Cross now for Ilg. Ilg as they're taken away by Daniel Brown. And Bonaventure has it knocked off his stick, but it's cleared out to Jablonski. Jablonski, one-on-one in the zone. Donahue takes it away from him. 10 seconds to go in the second period. Ilg for Bryan. Bryan around St. Clair with Feely cutting the net. Shot off the side of the net from Bryan. And that's how the second period comes to an end. A goal for both teams. Beckman, a highlight reel goal for ESM. That was answered by Joseph Ilg of Sachem. 2-1 after 2. I'll catch you for the third period here on LI Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the rinks in Hauppauge. Excited tonight's matchup in the freshman division between ESM and Sachem. And it's been a fantastic defensive matchup in this second go-around between these two teams. ESM defeated Sachem 8-7 earlier this year, and now they lead Sachem 2-1, heading into what will be a decisive third period. Ryan Brannigan with our camerawoman Rowan Laddick, taking you through this final period of this second game. Getting started right now. Calberer. Sachem 0 for 2 on the power play. The penalty kill for ESM was fabulous this second go-around. Sachem really had nothing in the way of quality chances as the puck gets iced by the Sharks of ESM. Of the 4 divisions of Suffolk County High School Hockey League hockey, ESM only have 2 teams, but both of those teams are quite good. The JV team and the freshman team. The JV team currently occupying first place. And the 5th place looking to potentially move up the standings, freshman team. Gandolfo trying to clear it out the far side. It's held in by the Sharks. Batted out of midair by Beckman. What a play. Beckman shot toward the net is gloved by Bello. Face-off coming to the left of the Sachem netminder. Bonaventure, who opened the scoring for ESM to take the draw. Flanked by Daniel Brown, and Landon Iverzaj wins it back. Gray to Jablonski, scores! 3-1 ESM. Set play off the draw. Let's watch it again. Bonaventure wins it. Gray one tap, one touch pass over to Jablonski, who just lets it rip. And I believe it might have went off a Sachem stick out in front. 3-1 ESM. They quickly restore their once had 2-goal lead, and they lead it 3-1. And for Jablonski, goal number 8 on the season. 16th point for Jablonski, who carries it in offside. 13:47 to go. In the third, ESM now up by 2. Jablonski from Dylan Gray, and Bonaventure, I would imagine, gets an assist for winning the faceoff, would be his 2nd point of the evening. Here's Daniel Brown cutting on in as it's broken up. Here comes Courtney McIntyre. Trying to push it ahead. Gray had other plans, sends it right back the way it came. Iverzaj cutting across the neutral zone, breaks into the offensive zone. Pass gets blocked away by Carly, and now here comes McIntyre. Speeding up that far boards. She'll send in. Daniel Brown takes over, chips it up. Carly there. Carly batting it, hoping for Minikazi. And now fired around by Jablonski. 3-1, ESM leading Sachem. Krush. Making his way into the offensive zone now, takes the shot, pad save made by Pagano, made it look easy. Jablonski has it go off his stick, here comes Feely. Deeks at the line, joined by Ilg, and now by Gandolfo, or pardon me, that is masked. And now taken back by Daniel Brown, tries to get around Carly. Brown on the backhand, scores! What a shot! Daniel Brown somehow gets it under the bar and over the shoulder. It's 4-1 ESM. How does this go in? Daniel Brown. Carly's right with him. Got around, great job to get around Carly. And wow, what a shot. Incredible stuff from Daniel Brown. His team leading 18th goal of the season. And you can see why he leads the way for ESM in terms of goals. What a gorgeous backhander. What are you gonna do if you're Bello? Now Sachem down by 3. If they need to score the next goal, and they need to score it fast if they want to get back in this game. Beckman, beautiful play there to let the Sachem player fly by him, plays it around, but Ilk takes it back. Now Wellman, a shot deflects in. It's in the back of the net, I think. I saw the official point. I could be wrong here, and I am wrong, as I often am. I thought he pointed to the puck. I think he just happened to gesture that way. So it is no goal. Face off, Wellman, slap shot. Deflects to the near boards. Beckman chasing after it. Flip it out, hoping for Shupp. Wellman cuts it off. Makes his way up the ice. Wellman. Now Feely. Cutting his way in, Feely. Here's Donahue. Lets one go, blocked by Leonard. Now O'Connor. Couldn't pull the trigger. Beckman. Playing it around. Wellman steps in front of Shupp to keep in. Backhands one out in front. It's taken over by McGovern. And McGovern will try to bank out. It's held in by Donahue. Now back comes Leonard. Leonard with Donahue streaking back, and that's a great play by Wellman to get it away from the streaking Leonard. Shupp could not get around O'Connor. Taken back by the Sharks. Bonaventure. And now back on the stick of Wellman. Taken out over by Beckman. Long shot. Knocked down by Bello. Donahue banks it off the boards right back to Beckman. Beckman walks in, takes the shot. Glove save made by Bello. Donahue. And now Mass trying to get it away from Beckman. Spun back toward the net by Leonard. And unable to hold in McGovern. Pushed back in by Leonard. Calberer there, knocked down by Bonaventure. Bonaventure playing it back to McGovern. McGovern to Beckman. Beckman takes the shot. Glove save made Bello. Calberer plays it away from the front of the net, tries to wrap it around the board. Shupp got in the way. And now Calber goes up the boards, gets by Gandolfo. Back on for Calber. Try against Gandolfo, but Govern pinching in on that far wall. And now finally it's skated free by Jack Bryan. Played away from Bryan by Beckman. And now Bryan will send in for the silver and gold. 9:35 to go. Third period. ESM strike twice in the third to have the 4-1 lead. Beckman a shot and a save made Bello. And now here comes Bryan. Lead pass blocked by Jablonski. Was hoping to get it to Gandolfo. Now here comes Beckman with speed. Beckman trying to get around Calber. Good play, Calber. St. Clair keeping in for the moment. And now Krusch. A little too far for Bryan. Spun back in by Beckman. Now Schupp has it. Schupp is in. Schupp shot it wide. Mitchell trying to poke it up the boards for Sachem. And he'll just have to backhand it out to center, where Jablonski takes over. Hands off to Gray. Good play by Schupp at the line. But Mitchell tracking back. Schupp prevails. And now Mitchell takes it away from Schupp. Banks it off the glass to center. It did make it out. I thought so. So a stoppage with 8:37 to go, third period. ESM leading Sachem 4-1. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. St. Clair off the draw. Pushes in, Carly back on it. Since that fourth goal for ESM, we've really seen a shift in the game where ESM have had it in the Sachem end of the ice most of the time. Slap shot Gray, left pad save Bello. Iverzaj taking it around. Jablonski now with it. Now Gray takes the shot, scores! It just overpowered the stick of Bello, and it's 5-1 ESM. Gray with time and space, gets it around the Sachem defender, who I believe inadvertently created a screen on his netminder. And it's now 5-1 ESM. They have taken full control of this game. Brown, the unassisted goal. Jablonski from Gray, and they did not add an assist for Bonaventure, who won the draw. Puzzles me, but I don't keep score. And now Gray from Jablonski. It's a multi-point night for Jablonski, as well as for Dylan Gray. A very good back end for ESM really leads them. If they're going to get the win, it's going to be powered by that very talented defensive core and goaltending. Pagano was excellent, especially in the second. Back comes Sachem, getting knocked down there was Ilg. Feely lost it. Here comes Brown. Daniel Brown into the zone around Wellman. Brown tried to backhand one out in front. It was blocked. Brown picks it up, comes out the other side, and a good save made by Bello. Taken back by Donahue, not out of the zone. Held in and fired out by Gray. Everzaj wraps it around. 6:40 to go, third period. 5-1 ESM. And the life seems to be taken out of Sachem. Following these most recent ESM goals, there's a stop by Bello. It was 2-1 going into the third. And that's when Jablonski, off a face-off, buried a slap shot to make it 3-1. And not long after, about a minute 30 after, Daniel Brown, a beautiful backhander, made it 4-1. And now most recently at the 8:06 mark, Dylan Gray from Jablonski, 5-1. Gandolfo brings it into the ESM end where the puck really hasn't been much of this third. They score! A deflection out in front. It's 5-2. Innocent looking play. Calber is going to get this puck from a 50-50 board battle win for Sachem. Wrist shot and a perfect deflection from Jack Bryan out in front. It's a 3-goal game once more. It might be too little too late for Sachem, but 6 minutes, that's enough time to get 3 up on the board, but they gotta be quick. Jack Bryan moving in, backhands it, looking for a deflection from Gandolfo. None would come. O'Connor pushes it around to the near side. Beckman to Shupp. Everett Shupp knocked off the stick by Bryan. O'Connor skates the stick. Taken away. Nice play by St. Clair. Here comes St. Clair. Fakes the shot. It has it taken off his stick by Krusch. O'Connor pushing it ahead. Missed its intended target. Will it have enough for icing? It will. Icing against Sachem. 5:19 to go here in the third period. ESM leading the silver and gold 5-2. And you're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LA Sports Network. Face off to the right of Bello. Won by Bonaventure. Gray to Jablonski. That combination providing what is now the game-winning goal to start this third period. McIntyre got that pass from Loeb. Gets it back to Keenan. Now McIntyre chips it into the zone. Jablonski to Gray. Gray cut off now by Jack Mitchell. Nice move, Mitchell, to get around Bonaventure. Here comes Mitchell into the zone, poked off his stick by Jablonski. Mitchell fights back to the puck, but it rolls back onto the stick of Jablonski, who plays it over to Gray, and Gray will sky it in the neutral zone. Played further by Mitchell. He gets knocked down. 2-on-0 developing, and a blocker save made on the shot from Fritzen. Jablonski chipping it down low. Mitchell trying to get it out of the zone. Goes off the glove of Bonaventure. Played across by Wellman. Or pardon me, that was Keenan. And now Fritzen for ESM. 4 minutes left in the third period. 5-2 ESM. Leading Sachem at freshman level. Jablonski avoiding Ilg, moves in, and a good step up from Feely. Back to Ilg, has one of the 2 Sachem goals tonight. Fired around off the glass, took a weird bounce. Donahue chipping in from his defensive post. Jablonski and Ilg come together behind the net. Ilg knocks it down, joined by Mast. Ilg trying to go over to Feely. Feely backhanding it around, and will come out of the zone for Donahue. For Wellman, it's taken away by Brown. Here comes Daniel Brown, the shot, scores! Daniel Brown, an exclamation point, second of the night. It's 6-2 ESM. And for Daniel Brown, as he makes a beautiful move and buries it blocker side. He picks up goal number 19 of the season. And I believe that puts this one firmly out of reach for ESM. Calber ahead for Jack Bryan. Bryan chips in. And now Brown, check from behind by O'Connor. Final 2:30. McGovern. Stopped by Gandolfo. O'Connor brings it in. Try to get around St. Clair. Now takes a big hit from Beckman. And now back to St. Clair. Or pardon me, that's Daniel Brown. Nice move, Brown, but it's cut off by Krusch. Held in by Beckman. Beckman takes the shot, it's blocked. Beckman, another try, goes across the crease. Gandolfo had a streaking O'Connor. He banked it off the boards. Puck will not reach the goal line, but O'Connor gets caught by McGovern. And McGovern will spin away from O'Connor. Send it up for Beckman. Final minute 40. Beckman will just flip it into the corner around Jack Mitchell. Mitchell and Beckman battle, and Mitchell will scoot away from Beckman into open ice. Trying to flip it ahead. He's got O'Connor. O'Connor on the backhand wide. And not enough can be said about the fabulous goaltending of Austin Pagano, especially in the first and second period. She was lights out, only allowing the one goal. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell to the backhand, shot, save made Pagano. And Pagano's trying to tell me, hey, I'm having a good third as well. What about the third? You didn't say anything about that. Yeah, you're right. You're having a great game for Austin Pagano. She makes a stellar stop on the Sachem captain. Minute 7 left here, third period. Moved around the boards. Carly can't hold in. McIntyre tracks back, chips it ahead, hoping for Minikazi. Here's Leonard. In the feet of Jablonski, now Bonaventure. Pushing it into the zone. Mitchell takes a big hit, and that's going to be a penalty against ESM. Mitchell pops up, he looks okay. And Leonard, the one who dished out the hit, is going to go to the box for the final 34.6 seconds. Coming up after this game, we'll have Northport Huntington going up against West Islip. Northport Huntington, part of that freshman logjam, where they currently occupy the number 6 spot at 9-6, their record. They got a big win against Sachem with a shorthanded roster last week. Shorthanded Jablonski, final 7 seconds. Donahue will take over. And they're gonna go to the buzzer. 6-2 your final, ESM. Led by 1 going into the third, and then they took over. Scoring 4 in the final frame to win this one 6-2 over Sachem. And thank you so much for tuning in to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network. For our cameraman, Rowan Laddick, I'm Ryan Brannigan. Till next time, I hope you all have a very good night.